Good afternoon everybody and welcome to Crafty Clegg's Creations. My name is Jeanette Clegg and today I'm coming to you from the northwest of England where I live with my husband Timothy and our little dog Zach. Today is Tuesday the 22nd of November and it is extremely dark outside. It's 2:45 in the afternoon, but it's very dull, so I do apologise if the lighting isn't as it should be, because I've got a lot of lights on everywhere, but it's not natural daylight, so it doesn't look very good. Where you can find me on most social media platforms. I have a little Etsy shop, I have an Instagram account, and you can find me here on YouTube. I do have a little Facebook page, but it does get posted. I do post things on there, but I don't really interact very much with that. I tend to forget because I don't do much of Facebook. And so, yeah, if you do ever sort of comment on there and it takes me a while, please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. It's just that I very rarely see it. But wherever you want me, I will, and you can find me. I'll leave all the links in the description box below for you. Welcome to all my returning subscribers, and I have had a new influx of new subscribers, should I say, and thank you very much for joining me. You are also very welcome and I hope you enjoy it. What else? I think we've got all the formalities out of the way now, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Right, so what have I done since I last saw you? I think it's about 2.5 weeks since I last podcast. And I have been really busy. I've been busy with my little Etsy shop. I wasn't going to do anything like this, but I decided last minute, I felt like I'd not let my customers down, but there was a few people had asked me, was I not doing an advent this year and was I not doing anything? And I felt like I'd sort of let everybody down a little bit. So I decided very last minute to do a December treat box. And so I've been mad busy with that. I've just worked solid for 2 weeks, got them all ready, got them all out. So they've all gone now. And I have now started filling up or trying to fill my Etsy shop with a few Christmassy things. So yeah, I've been busy doing that. I've been out to lunch with Karen from Stitches and Jacks. We went over to Black Sheep in Warrington and had lunch there, a really nice chinwag and a catch up, and of course a little treat. And the same week I also had a really nice crafting day with my friend Susan and Denise over at Denise's house, which was lovely. And then on Sunday Timothy took me over to York and we went to the Dollhouse Fair, which was very nice. We did get a few things. A lot of them I can't show them to you because Timothy bought me things that are going in my Christmas stocking, so he's taking them off me to wrap up, which is fine. I will get around to showing you them at some point. And I did purchase a few little, pieces of material more than anything, and I'll explain to you. I will show them to you. I have had a little bit of income, so I'll show them to you nearer, when I'm doing what like income kind of thing. I haven't been too well these past couple of weeks, to be fair. I've no idea what's the matter with me. I've had a really upset stomach, bit of a bloated stomach with pain. I've had a bit of backache in the middle of my spine. So I've been to the doctors, and I've been and had x-rays, chest x-rays and back x-rays. I'm waiting to go and have a scan and I'm going for some blood tests tomorrow. So yeah, I'm having like an MOT, so I'll let you know how I get on with that. I'm not at all worried. I just think it might be something or nothing. And if it is something, then we'll worry about that when it happens. There's no point in worrying until you know, is there? Let me just make sure I'm not running over the dog. Anyway, so yeah, really, other than the norm, bit of Christmas purchasing and just general getting on with life at this time of the year. I am excited for this weekend. Tim and I are going over to spend a long weekend with Katie, Justina and Maddox, so I'm really pleased about that. We're going to Katie's on Friday Friday night in Frome is switch on night of the Christmas lights, which I am going to record, but I will save them for Vlogmas. I am going to do Vlogmas this year. I don't know if it'll be every day. It probably will be because I have, you know, I don't work, so I probably can do it. But if I don't come every day, then it's just one of those things. It is what it is. But I will save things like that to show you throughout Vlogmas. So yeah, we're going to Katie's on Friday. So Friday night is the switch on of the Christmas lights in Frome. I think on Saturday we are going to purchase, she wants to go for a Christmas tree. I don't know if this is for inside or outside, I'm not sure. We've booked to have a nice Sunday lunch out. So yeah, it sounds like we're going to have a fun-filled weekend and I'm really excited. This will probably be the last time that I see Katie before, because we're not going at Christmas. And Katie's on call anyway, and I think they've been invited to friends. So yeah, this will be our last trip to see you before Christmas. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So really, that's all there is for me to tell you about my life in general. There's lots of other bits and pieces that's happened, but honestly, you would not want to know about them because, yeah, it's just life. So we'll crack on and I will show you what I finished. So this next section is finished items. So first of all, I will show you my 2 TOFT birds. I've got 1 TOFT bird left. I am so excited, pleased with myself. Can't wait to put my Christmas tree up. I did sort of try to see if I could twist Mr. C's arm by, I said, like, can we put the Christmas tree up? You know, I've nearly finished my birds. And he saw, and I sort of understand what he's saying. He sort of said, it's a little bit early, isn't it? He said, it's like I think this was about the 16th of November. He said, why would we want the Christmas tree up now? It's like, get a grip. So yeah, I got a grip and yeah, there's no way my Christmas tree's going up till at least, not this weekend, coming the weekend after. But anyway, I digress again. So this is my penultimate TOFT bird. And here he is. Look at his feet. I love these feet and the legs. And I can't remember what he's called. He's got his, I'll have a look in my book in a minute. He's got his tail. It's not very good. You can't see it, can you? Because of the colour of the yarn. So 2 wings. You see the wings? Let me pull it up. So 2 wings, his tail. Little dingly dangly legs. Look at the size of that beak again. These beaks are massive. And then he's got that little bit of yellow in between. He was quite difficult to make, as in, I did him at night time and my eyes are not good at all. And I have a craft light, so I sit under the craft light. But black is really difficult for me to crochet. But yeah, that is that one done. Let me just get the book and I'll tell you what it's called. Can't remember. Is it Lois? Lois? Bear with me. Won't be a second. Here it is. You can tell it's the last one I've done because the book is like forced open on that page. It is, let me get the front page. Yeah, it's Lois. The Great Cormorant. Cormorant, is that how you, Cormorant? The Great Cormorant. Is that how you say it? Anyway, it's Lois. Oh, isn't it lovely? Oh, I can't wait to get these on my tree. So, that's him finished. That's Lois. Can't see it very well, can you? I am slightly worried that some of these are not going to show up on the tree because the colour of them, they're quite dark. And I did think I quite like that on the front, you know, with all like the twigs going across and make it like into a tier thing like that. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted them all on the... And when you look, I wanted them all on the Christmas tree, but when you look, there's only 2 black ones. So I'll just have to put them in prominent places on the tree where you can, you know, right at the front maybe where you can see them. So he's done. Lois is done. And then I've got one more left. Let me show it to you before I go any further. And it's John, the spotted woodpecker. and that's the last one, and I've got it all here in my bag, all the yarn in my bag ready to go. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to start that maybe tonight, but I'll probably end up finishing it on the way to Katie's and then put it together when I'm there, so it'll be ready and finished for the weekend. So that's that one. So I love him. I'm going to put him up here. Look at them all. Can you see them all laid down here? They look like they've all had a pint or two, don't they? A couple of gin and tonics or a mulled wine. But hey. So yeah, I'm going to put him up there with the rest of them. And then I'm going to sort them all out, dust them all off, because the first one's been there since January. I'm going to sort them all out, dust them all off, puff them up a bit, because, you know, the stuffing does settle, and get them all ready for the big debut when I put my Christmas tree up. And then I treated myself, a while back now, maybe a month, to... And again, I can't remember what it's called because I haven't got the pattern. It's on my iPad, so I will put it on. But again, it's a TOFT bird. I put his legs on back to front, so it should have been that way, so you can't see any of the joins. But look at this. Put his legs on back to front. You probably would never have noticed, but that join there and that join there, it's got a jog in it. But you know what? I'm not bothered because I love it. It's handmade love. So this is the pink flamingo. I can't remember what it's called. The American something it's called. Anyway, like I say, I will put it on the screen down here. TOFT pattern. It came as a kit. You get, I think it's 2 balls of the it's not pink. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called salmon? Can't remember. But you get 2 balls of the pinky colour, 1 of the cream and 1 of the black, and the pattern. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. So that is going on my Christmas tree as well. Every single bird I make is going on my Christmas tree. I did have a word with Tim about it the other day, and I said to him, because we have got quite a big tree, and I don't think that 13 of these birds is going to fill my tree, so I might put some other decorations on, you know, some of our baubles that we have purchased. Yeah, I might put some decorations on around, but still have them dotted around everywhere. Oh, I love them. It's the legs that do it for me. Look at them legs. I've just had such fun with these. I've really, really enjoyed it this year doing them. I'm not going to lie to you, it's been a bit of an expensive journey this year because they're not cheap to make those birds. I can't remember how much they are, and you know, each kit, I mean, and a lot of the time you can use what's left over from one and use it on another. So if you you know, sort of box clever, you can get away with mixing and matching from other things. And I do have, I do have a couple of doll kits that I've got subscriptions, and I've borrowed a ball of cream out of there, and then when I put another order in, I put the cream back, so I've been able to get on with it. I've just had to mix and match some of the stuff, but yeah, it's been a nice year of doing them. I've really enjoyed it. So that is my TOFT bird. Oh, excuse me, just bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that, I had a little bit of indigestion or something going on. Anyway, let's crack on. So the next thing is my Rikarumi. You all know that I'm doing the Christmas crochet along. I have already done 4, and I've done another 2 since I last saw you. I haven't started on this week's, but I will eventually get round to that. So the one that was after I saw you last was the donkey. And this is, I think they're called Cute Donkey. And again, I haven't got any pictures to show you because this was quite a last minute decision to podcast. So I'll put everything down on the screen or links below of the names. So this was the donkey. And again, I've said it before when I've made the others, really enjoyable to make, really easy, quite a quick project. Some of them are a bit more difficult than others, as in they're a bit fiddlier because there's a few more bits and pieces that you need to put on. But in general, they're really, really nice and, like I said, dead fun to make. So this is Donkey. So he was not last week's, the weeks before. I've used the Rikorumi. I used a 2.5mm hook, and I've done more or less exactly what it says on the pattern. They have told you to use white to make the stars here, and I don't know if you can see, but I have used, oh, it's not, is it gold? So that's the only thing I've done different with that one. I'm not sure where these are going yet. I think these I usually have a garland on my fireplace. Now I might have the garland on my fireplace with my lights wrapped around it, with all these sat in it. And last year, if you was here on my following me last year, you'll remember I made all the creatures in Christmas stockings. So I usually have them hung up over the fire. So we don't know. I think I'm going to have these all on the fireplace. That's what I think I'm going to do. So that was 2 weeks ago. Donkey. And then last week was Elf Boy, which I absolutely adore. Is that face not cute as cute can be? And again, I don't really know what I can say about this. This is very cleverly constructed. So it's just the body and then the head, little bit of a ruffle round there. You just changed colour. Oh no, you didn't change colour. You did a reverse slip stitch here and then did a buttle in the gold. But if you take his hat off, his hat is in, his hair, sorry, is crocheted into the hat. Isn't that good? And this, I just added this myself. This is like a really fluffy yarn. It says on the pattern just to use the white Rico DK, but I decided to use, I think that is Sirdar Snowflake I used here. And it's just 2 rounds. And then you put his hat on and it looks like he's got hair. Isn't that gorgeous? I love them. So I've got up to now 6, and I think there's another. I'll show you them all in my, this is my basket that I've kept them all in. Here they all are. So I've got this week's, I've got next week's, and then I think that, so I've got 3 left to do. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with them. Really enjoyed that. All I seem to have done is crochet. I have no desire, excuse me, to do anything else other than crochet. But I've said it. I said it last time, and I'll say it again. I'm just doing what I enjoy. Everything else can wait. That's what I feel. And then my last thing. I don't know if you remember. I think this was like a couple of podcasts ago. I was making a little cotton rabbit, and I made, I think I did a green jumper, or was it a red jumper and green pants, and then I cut out on my Sissix machine just like a little tiny snowflake, and I was making a blanket for him. And here's the blanket. I finished it. This is the blanket and the cushion. Isn't that lovely, Christmassy colours? So I'll show you the cushion first. This is just a little tiny cushion. I got this pattern from Elise from Les Petites Saint Crochet. It is a free pattern over on her blog. I saved the ball band. I used the Rico Essential Cotton DK, which is a real, and it's a little bit splitter, but it's a nice yarn. I know that sounds daft, but it feels lovely, but it is a little bit splitter. But for things like this, it doesn't matter, does it? So that was the little cushion that I made. And then here is the little blanket. Oh, I love it. This was definitely, I don't know how something so small like that can take you so long to make, because these wasn't difficult to do. The thing that I found most difficult was just sewing it all together, putting it together. I felt like it just took me for ages. I hate sewing up, and I think a lot of the time that's why I don't do a lot of granny squares, because I don't like the sewing. And I know that you can join as you go, but I don't like that method neither. So yeah, this was just an ideal size for me. And so this is for my little cotton rabbit. I have taken a picture, so I will put it in, I think it's here I put it in, I can't remember, it's one. And I'll show you him all wrapped up in his blanket. And that is the last of my finished items. But isn't that lovely? Tim thinks I've gone mad making blankets and cushions for my toys. He definitely thinks I have now lost the plot. But I don't care. He can think what he wants because I love it. And that'd be nice if it was done on, excuse me, on really, really fine, what's it called? Sheepy's Maxi Treat. A really small one for the doll's house. How nice would that be? That might be another venture I need to go down. But anyway, we're digressing. So that's my last finished item. I haven't really finished that. Well, I have, I suppose, haven't I? I've done a couple of dolls, a couple of birds, and I've finished that out. So that's not so bad, really. But my works in progress, what can I say about them? A lot of them, or at least 2 of them, no, 3 of them, I can't show you because it is the secret makes. There are, when I say the secret makes, there are the gifts for people that I know watch my YouTube, so I don't want them to see it. Or I don't want to tell anybody about anything that I'm doing just yet. Anyway, they're just secret things. They're just secret makes and you can't know about them just yet. You will eventually, but not just yet. So I have got a couple of works in progress that I can show you. Yeah, I can show them to you, and I will show them to you. Oh, have I got a couple, or is it just one? One. I have got one thing I can show you, but let me tell you. I don't know what I was going to say then. Oh dear. My mind's gone blank. Just bear with me a second. I'll be back in 1 minute. Right, I've remembered what I was going to tell you. 2 things. Tim's hat is honeycomb hat. I haven't done any more since I last spoke to you. I feel really bad, but I haven't done any because I've not wanted to. And Tim is so understanding. He's really good. It's like, it's all right, darling, don't worry. Do it when you feel like it. So I haven't done any more on the honeycomb hat. And I haven't done any more at all on my gingerbread socks. But I really want to, because I really want to try and finish at least one, if not both of them, because I want to hang it up on my fireplace. So I'm really trying to get to do that one. So yeah, them are the 2 things that I have got that's knitting, but I haven't done any of them because I've not felt like it. But this is a knitted project. I started this back in September when I went on holiday with Denise and Sue to the caravan. We go to a caravan once a year and we just have 2 or 3 days crocheting, knitting, drinking wine, watching TV, normally Strictly. We didn't do any walking this year. We didn't do anything. And this is when I started this. And it is Knit Your Own Deer Head from Sincere Louise. I don't know if I've shown you this before. I think I might have shown you this when I purchased the kit. But I don't think I've shown you since I started making it. And it's a knitted kit. And you can't really make any of it out at all at the moment. Well, actually, you might be able to. So this is the front of the head. See, it's not very... Can you see that? That's the front, and that cream bit at the bottom is the nose. You'll not be surprised to know that it's actually done in Sheepy's Stonewash XL. So it's done in the chunkier yarn. So it's what I normally like to do on my crocheting in, but it's the thicker one. I think it's a mixture between DK and chunky. So I suppose Aran really. Love this yarn. That is for its antlers. This I bought when I went with Karen to Black Sheep on last week because I don't want a brown nose. I want a red nose because I want it to be Rudolph. So this is the front bit and the nose goes on this bit here. Then this is the back bit or the underneath bit. So I think that goes under there like that. It's really hard to show you. And that goes there like that. So that's the underneath and the top bit. But look at these stitch markers. I don't know if I've shown you this before. If anybody's seen this before, I do apologise. My mind is not what it used to be, as you all know. So if you've seen it, I apologise. But look at all those stitch markers. They tell you, this is just to help you with the placement of eyes, antlers, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's part of it. So I've done this bit, so top and bottom. Oh dear, and this is what I did when I went to Denise's. Oh dear, all day I did this, all day. So this is one ear. I did another one, but I had to pull it back because I did it all wrong. And I've done this one that I'm going to have to pull back because look, I've done that wrong as well. I'm about 3, can you see? 3 rows short of it actually being right. So we spent a full day at Denise's. I arrived at her house on Thursday last week around 9:30ish, 10 o'clock. I left about 4 o'clock and I did this and another one and that's it. That is the entire crafting that I did. But hey, we had a fabulous day, so it doesn't matter. So that's how far I've got on that. And then you mount it on this board here. Not sure how to do it yet. Not read that far. I'm one of those that start at the instructions where it says start and then I carry on and just, I don't read through my patterns. Very, very rarely do I do that. But yeah, so you mount it on here and then if you can see, like, there's the little thing here and then you're going to mount it on the wall, and I know exactly where I'm going to mount this and I will show you in Vlogmas. Hopefully it'll be finished by then. It's done on, I am doing it on my Knit Pros and it's 60 centimetre length and 5mm in size. These are a fixed circular. Nice, these needles, I like them. And then here you have, what have you got in here? Oh, so this is wire, so you can shape his antlers to make them stick up. Then you've got 2 safety eyes and a sewing up needle. Can you see that? So that come in a kit. So hopefully that is going to get done very soon. I'm trying really, really hard to get all these kinds of things done because I want all my Christmas things out. I've worked hard this year to try and get lots of Christmas things made. So that is my one thing that I've got, work in progress, that I can actually show you. Can't show you anything else. Not yet, I can't. Let me check my list. Yeah, so that's works in progress, I'm afraid. There's a lot more, but like I said, you're not seeing. So I shall show you now what I've got lined up. I've got 2 things lined up that, again, I would love to make. They're not massive things, so I think it's very, very doable. I've sorted them out, sorted them in my bags, my pattern. Now, I watch lovely Steph from the Crafty Dragonfly, and I don't know if it was last year or the year before Steph made this, and I thought, oh, I love that, I've got to make that. So I've got the pattern. It is Noel the Christmas Mouse. Look at that. So I want to make him. So I have chosen my colours. It's almost more or less what the patterns, the colours in the pattern. So it's the pink for the nose. The green and the cream is for its hat and its outfit. And then the grey is for, I presume it's his body. Mice are normally grey, aren't they? Yeah, he is grey. Let me show you. So there's the colours and that's him. Isn't it lovely? So that I want to make, whether I will or not. I've got, Tim said, was it this morning we was talking, it's the 22nd today, so we've got 8 days until Advent starts. But to be fair, Advent, or last year, Advent wasn't too bad for me because my TOFT is a really small bite size every day. You get an email off TOFT. I've got a TOFT calendar this year, by the way, same as last year. I don't know what it's going to be, but this was my Advent calendar from last year. So yeah, I bought one of those again this year. But I have treated myself to an embroidery Advent calendar. Now, whether I'll be able to keep up with that, because I am not super fast or very confident with my hand embroidering, but I will see. We'll see. So I might be able to get these done through Christmas as well. So there's Noel the mouse, and then I was working upstairs last night, sewing, flicking through Instagram, and I was having a break. I had a coffee and I'm flicking through Instagram, and I instantly come across this pattern and thought, I need to make that too. And it's called Belle the Gnome. Oh my goodness, how adorable is that? So the lady that I saw on Instagram, I can't remember, I think this must have been a crochet along, because she'd put hers up that she'd made, and she said if you haven't managed to take part in the crochet along, the pattern is now available in the shop. Again, I shall write it on the screen and leave you links down below. But it was done in the lady that I saw, Maxi Sweet Treat, the Sheepies Maxi Sweet Treat. Now, I've made a couple of things with this. I don't know if you can remember. Let me see if I can reach, excuse me 1 minute. I'll see if I can reach up and show you what I made. Where's it gone? Oh, there he is. Bear with. I don't know if you remember, but I made this little. Can you remember that? Oh, it's about 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And that is made with the Maxi Sweet Treat. And so I thought I'm going to have a go at making, let me put him down, this in the Maxi Sweet Treat. And I think it's done on 1.25mm hook. And these are the 3 colours that we need. So again, it's white for the beard, blue for the body, and peach for the face. So that is another one that's lined up in the making. Isn't it gorgeous? I think I probably will make these to go on the top, but I might have to order, because I don't think I've got any red. I haven't got any bright red in that. No, I have. Oh, I might have. Oh, yes, I might have. Well, might be all right. So, and again, that's quite small, so it might be doable throughout December. So those are the 2 things that I've got lined up that I want to do in December if I can. If not, I'm still going to make them and I'll just put them on my shelf ready for next year. And then I have had a couple of incoming. Not much. I've been, like I said, very good, trying to really curb the spending, for no other reason than, you know, well, the state of the world at the moment. Everybody knows it's costing an absolute arm and a leg to heat the house. We haven't got our heating on at the moment. Let me bend down and I've got my hot water bottle here. It's not too cold in our house at the moment, but yeah, I mean, it can get chilly. So I am trying really hard not to overspend. So when the winter months come, we have got that little bit of spare to be able to put the heating on. I don't know why I needed to tell you that, but anyway, I did. So, last week I treated myself. I'm sure everybody's heard of the lovely Davina from Little Workroom Crafts. This is Davina's card. And I treated myself, and you can see why I had to have it, to the Gnome 2-in-1 yarn cozy. Isn't that lovely? I love it. So you can use this for a commercial ball, which this is from last year. This is shall just take it off and have a look, and then I'll be able to tell you. West Yorkshire spinners. So this is West Yorkshire spinners from last year that I've not got round to doing yet. So you can put a commercial ball of yarn in it, and then you can flip it down all the way down. I won't do it because it's hard to do when you're on camera. You can like double it up and then just put a cake that you've wound yourself. So I treated myself to that off Davina. I don't know if she's got any more left in the shop. I've not had a look. But yeah, if you fancy one, or if you fancy any of these cosy things, Davina, there was quite a lot in the shop when I bought this, so there might still be some left, I don't know. And then I got, which I loved, look at this, a gnome to go with it, and a pair of scissors. She sent me that as a freebie. Isn't it lovely? So if you're watching, Davina, thank you very much. Now, whether I'd like this to be my Christmas Eve cast on. I know what you're all thinking. You've not even finished your gingerbread ones, but never mind. It's the taking part that matters, in my eyes, not the necessarily finishing. Well, that's what I think anyway. So yeah, I'd quite like that to be my Christmas Eve cast on. It'd be nice, that, wouldn't it? So that's my one incoming from Davina. And then this is what I bought. You'll have to just excuse me a minute because I should have done this before. They're all in plastic packets like this, the fabrics that I've bought. Oh, you might be able to see. Can you see that print? So I bought myself 4 fat, I think they're fat 8ths. There are 25 centimetres by 35 centimetres, and they're all very small prints. So you can make quilts or pillows or bedspreads, anything for your doll's house. And I saw these and I thought, oh, those are lovely. I won't necessarily use them all for the doll's house. I might make some really small patchwork, hexagons, I don't know, might do something with them. But I got this one, which is lovely. Got all the little tiny parcels on and snowmen, gingerbread men, holly, wreaths. There's all sorts on there, isn't there, when you have a look? So there's that one. Then I got this one, which I quite fancy making a little quilt for over my bed in my dollhouse for that. Or maybe a little throw for over one of the rocking chairs. How nice is that one? So there's that one and that one. And then this one is sort of made up for you. All you have to do is really put a little bit of wadding in, a backing, and maybe do a little bit of quilting. I quite fancy quilting this by hand. And then there's this one. So this says Noel, Noel, Noel all around. And then we've got the star. And then we've got the Christmas tree up here. What can I see on the back? Holly. And then you've just got your plain squares, your blues and not your blues, your reds and your whites. Yeah, all different ones. Aren't they lovely? So that's another one that'd be nice. And then last but not least, I just had to get this one. This one I don't think I'll use for the dollhouse because I don't know what I'd make with it, but I just had to have it because it's just the cutest little fabric you've ever seen in your life. I love it. I'm like a child at heart, I really am, when I see things like this. Look how beautiful that is. Are those colours not just welcoming and rich? So you've got your little house. Are them houses? Yeah, they are, aren't they? I thought it was a church. Oh, there is a church, look. So you've got the church and a couple of houses. You've got carol singers, skaters. Oh, I love it. Christmas trees, snowmen. Yeah, so I had to have that as well. What I'm going to make with that, I don't know. And whether it'll be this year, again, I don't know. Might go in the stash. But those are what I treated myself to when I went to the dollhouse fair. Like I said, I can't show the other stuff. I wanted to, but he wouldn't let me. He said, no, it's going in the stocking for Christmas. Please give it to me. I want to wrap it up. So I had to give it to him. I thought, oh, you misery. You could have let me show everybody and then you could have had it back. But he said no. So I think we need to blame him. Anyway, I feel like it's been a bit of a rushed one and a babbly one today, but it was quite a last minute decision to do it, because I wanted to come on and have a little bit of a show and tell of the things that I'd made before Advent starts. And there might be another one before Advent starts, just to introduce Advent. I don't know, not Advent, Vlogmas, sorry. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to happen there, but obviously I'll keep you all informed. And last but not least, I'm going to show you my little shop update. So if you're not interested in any of this, thank you very much for watching me. I do hope you'll join me for Vlogmas. I would really love your company. Please don't forget to ring that bell down there and press subscribe if that's what you'd want to do. I would appreciate that very, very much. So until next time, take care and I'll see you very soon. Oh, excuse me. See what I mean? I've got really something going on with me and I'm not sure what. Anyway, let me show you what's in the shop first. This is what's left in the shop of the Christmassy ones. There's not really that much left, but I am trying to every week for the next couple of weeks just put some few bits in, and then nearer to in December I have got a few ideas that I want to do that would probably be quite nice for little stocking fillers. Not always going to be craft related, but still nice for stocking fillers. So I have got one of these left in my shop. This is it's just a really, I liked it because it wasn't particularly Christmassy, but it was nice and glitzy and you could use it maybe throughout the year. So we've got a gold star here with a linen base and gold and white. Oh, sorry, there's a bit of fluff there. Gold stars on a white background, and you've got a white on white lining with your white drawstring cords, and you know, don't you, with Tim and his diamond knots. So we've got this one in the shop still. Then we've got this one. Oh, and I love this one. This is an Annie Downs, if you've ever heard of a fabric, and it's a beautiful fabric. And again, this is linen, and then Annie Downs, and that and the drawstring are coordinating. And then you've got, is it, oh no, it's like a rustic cream lining. But then with that, because this is sock size, so you get this is a sock knitters set. You get your DPN holder, which is this, let me see, it's upside down. That one and that one, and again, they're all coordinating, and then you get your lavender pouch. So that is a really nice Christmas sock set for anybody who likes Christmas Eve casts on. And then I had some left over and I didn't know what to do with it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do some little pouches. So I've made 2 little pouches. They're not the traditional sort of Christmassy colours, are they? But I thought they was really, really nice. I like this. Where did I get this fabric from? I got it from a company called, is it Coast and something, I'm not really sure, I can't remember, but yeah, I saw it and I fell in love with it. So there's 2 of these in the shop, so but I only need to show you one. But in here I've done like a little set, because I thought it might be nice for people if they want to treat a crafty friend for Christmas. So you get the pouch, you get a pair of bonsai scissors, and you get 2 soft touch crochet hooks, 2.5 and 3.5. Them are the 2 popular ones, so I thought that's what I'd do. So you're getting them. But how nice is that as a little treat for a crochet friend? So there's a couple of those in the shop as well. And then last night I just had this urge to come upstairs and do some crafting again. So these aren't finished yet, but these will be in my shop hopefully by weekend. Let me just get them. This one's only half finished. So I had a little bit left. Oh dear. I had a little bit of this gingerbread fabric left, this gingerbread house fabric left. So I've made, I can't remember what size this is. I think it's about a 7 by a 7 or something like that. Obviously it'll be in the description when I put it in my shop. But this is an ideal size if you want to craft on the go and just have one sock in or your amigurumi. I loved it. It's going to have the tulip drawers strings on the end. I've done that one. I've still got to finish that one off. But there is a house to go with it, gingerbread house, and a little lavender pouch. These aren't in the shop yet. I'm hoping to get these in the shop probably by tomorrow. Then we've got, where's the other one gone? Oh, it's here right in front of me. Then I've done another small one. This is more of a traditional old American style Christmas theme, I think. I've done a little ticking on the bottom, and then we've got this snowy theme with the barn and the horse and, well, the carts, the horses in. Christmas trees. And then inside it's just the white on white. And again, ideal size for, I think it's probably perfect size for your notions, but also a good size if you want to do some travel knitting or crocheting. Ideal for amigurumi and one sock. Perfect. And then this one, oh, I loved this one. I'm obsessed with glitter at the moment, as you might be able to tell when you see this one. But look at this one. So this is all your Christmas fairy lights, and I just added a glitter star, gold glitter star. This one again is fully lined with the white on white, and then just I've done the drawstring to match the bag. Isn't that lovely? And like I say, these aren't in the shop yet, but they will be very soon, probably tomorrow. And I will be making a few more Christmas bags. I've got some more fabric cut out here. In fact, I'll get it for you and you can have a look at it. I'm just waiting for some other fabric to arrive for me to do it's a contrasting fabric. So there's this one with gingerbreads on, gingerbread men and cookies. And then there's this one with hot chocolates and cookies. And then there's this one, all Christmas cooking. And then there's this one with gingerbread, cinnamon, Christmas pudding, spatula. They're just all really nice Christmassy themes, aren't they? I love fun Christmas themed fabrics. So I think once I've done them, and I've got a couple that I'm going to do over there, that will probably be all the Christmas that I'm going to do. Unless obviously you want one, and if you get, if you want one making, then by all means get in touch with me and I will do. But I am going to try and fill the shop with little tiny things, bookmarks, and maybe, little notion pouches, that kind of thing. Affordable things that people might want to buy for friends or family that they can stick in the stocking. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. Again, thank you very much for watching me. I will be back very soon, only another few days now, and it will be Vlogmas. Very excited. Anyway, thank you very much for watching me. Take care, stay safe, and I shall see you